You know what? Teaming up with my family. People say teaming up with my family. That ain't my family. My lord, the woman had me raped as a little kid. They don't consider that family anymore. So if they're taking them kind of people's word for a legitimate, that's fine. I don't care. But I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned. Not one person has heard my side. Not one person has came and asked me my side about anything. Anything. And they've done all this court shit, all this crazy shit. Psychotic. They need help. They're sick. But the whole world sit back and watch this. But you know what? They're bringing it on themselves by burying themselves. Doing all this lying, all this shit. It's fucking insane, man. Well, everybody sits back and watches it. And this man just keeps on digging himself a hole. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. And the FBI and shit, I mean, it's just stupid. Stupid for not doing their jobs. What they cause all the crime that happens in America. From what I've seen, from how they've done this, how they've done me, yeah, they have created it all. By not doing their damn jobs. And letting the little fat man keep getting away with shit. And then he dragged my kids into it. And then people want to say, oh, your family said, no, you know what? You don't know what's going on. Don't realize. But it's okay. Because you know what? When it's their families, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. But it's okay. Because that's the way they want it in America. They don't want to do the right thing. And they can think they're doing things all day long. Because God will not be outsmarted. I grant you that. You know that? They think they're smart enough to outsmart the Creator. They're crazy as fucking hell. Crazy. But somebody's saying that no matter how weak the opponent is, if they team up at the window, or they team up with your family, they're gonna win. Not with my family. Because they have no fucking say. They ain't even been in my fucking life. And if they hadn't done what they've done to my kids, my oldest, he would not say anything like that. My kids would not do that. This is crazy. It's crazy. It's like I fell into a fucking nightmare. While the world watches and does nothing and acts like this man is almighty. Who the fuck? He's a fat little man in Carthage, Missouri. And all of this shit has happened. And there's so many people. This is sick. Pathetic. Pathetic. But it made me mad to see somebody, see that, pop up on a thing. To say, oh, when they team up with your family, no matter how weak their enemy is, he's gonna win. Bullshit, not with my God. Because what is he gonna win? What have I done? Not a fucking thing, but I helped the fatso. And I've got the videos and everything to prove it. The motherfucker ain't done nothing but fucking lie to everybody while everybody's pampered his fucking fat ass. Well, his fat ass is gonna burn in hell. And he chose it because he's a fat little narcissistic mama's boy. Or something. Said he hated his mama, but that's a mama's boy if I ever saw one. Okay? Okay. That made me mad when I seen that. I made a video of it and I said, not with my God. I don't care who he teams up with. Because that family, the proof I've got of how they've treated me, there ain't no way in hell it'd ever stand up in a real fucking courtroom. But I'm going to tell you something. Miami, Oklahoma, Carthage, Missouri, fucking probably Washington, D.C., none of them was a real courtroom anymore. It's all a sack of fucking pedophilic shit. And if it ain't got whiskey on your breath, you're not welcome. Because that's how they like it. Fucking sick fucks. Fuck yeah, they are. They're sick fucking pedophilic fucks. The country's gonna go to hell with them, I mean, no one does anything. Because it's very simple. These things are so simple. I mean, it blows my mind. Oh, good Lord, not my ass. Oh, if I get a seatbelt ticket, I can go to jail. But they can do all these things to my family and me, and nothing happens. Oh, okay. Bullshit! Guess what? I don't need their courtrooms. To the God. Yeah. All powerful. Yeah, baby. You know, and I ain't no, what is her, that fucking Joyce Myers, man. If I see her on my fucking For You page anymore, fucking bitch. I can't stand her. And when you've had enough experience with God, oh, lady, shut up. Yeah. They don't know the first thing about God. These people don't know the first thing about God. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't. They've manipulated the truth so fucking long. These people are so fucking sick. So fucking sick and warped. It's pathetic. Pathetic. But I know one thing. If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to get justice. Yeah, I will. And it's just a shame it's went to all this. But that's what America is. Seeing that just pissed me off so fucking bad. You know, I wrote over the kid, you know, everything. These people have done whatever they've wanted to me. I mean, the people that were supposed to be my parents, and, you know, they've gouged at my kids, my whole life, our whole lives, we've been fucking dragged through the fucking mud, and I'm sick of it. I'm not going to stand for this. I'm not completely helpless. And I'm not a stupid fucking idiot. Just get that right. I know these dumb nut motherfuckers are dumb as hell. They're dumb as hell. So they can't comprehend that some people are actually fucking intelligent. And intelligent enough to know they're fucking theirself. Okay? They're fucking theirself. The lies is gonna catch up. And they are gonna unravel on them, and they, you know, it'd be like cutting a fucking... Apparently, if you cut a string on a bow and arrow, like a oh, I don't know, those that go, they're the fancier bows. Evidently, if you cut one of those, the motherfucking string will whip you to death. I feel like that's what I could do. I feel like a bow, a cut bow, man. I feel like a cut bow. Anything but my kids, man. Shouldn't have fucked with my kids. We tried not to bother anybody throughout life, and then it just... makes me mad, you know. I know in the end, God, because God sees it all. God sees everything. Everything they've done. I know their day's coming. The Bible says so. The Bible says so. And I'm a firm believer in my God. He showed me too much. And doubting him ain't something I've ever done. I do not doubt him. I don't doubt God, not one bit. See, I know, it ain't about materialistic bullshit. And I know that. I came to fucking help people. These people, it's out of greed. It's all out of greed. And he don't even know know everything. He thinks he does. Might think he's got it all in the bag, but he don't, I'm telling you. These people ain't got it in the bag. Don't happen that way with God. It just doesn't happen that way with God. Just know that. That was a shitty fucking move. A very shitty move. That was. I don't see how these motherfuckers sleep at night. At all. At all. I'm disgusted. Disgusted. And I've done it all, just trying to get them motherfuckers help and trying to do it the nice way. Yeah, I mean, of course I fucking get mad on occasions, mainly when it's hot outside. Right now it's cool, so I'm staying pretty chilly, pretty fucking chill. I've gave a lot in my life, never wanting nothing in return. I've never wanted, I'm not like that. But I'm not gonna sit and be treated like this. Because I promise, there is consequences to everything that people do in life. And so many people's enjoyed fucking sitting and making fun of me and just acting like, and I don't get it. I'm not offended, I'm not even hurt, I'm not bothered. My feathers ain't even ruffled over that shit. What bothers me is no one took the time to even look and see what I was saying at all. Or ask me a question, but they've asked everybody else about me. Everybody but me. And that's disgusting. That's a very disgusting fucking country. You ain't nothing but a bunch of gossip. It's a bunch of gossip callings. They like it, they don't want shit straight out of the horse's mouth. They don't want the truth. They don't want the truth. If you don't lie out your motherfucking ass, you're not in their little clique. Well, I don't give a fuck about a clique. Because I'm going to stand up for the truth till the day I fucking die again. And it don't sound like I'm going to very, very soon. So. So sick of this shit. I mean, the fucking Vatican bullshit. It just really got me chapped. Really, the stupidity level of the motherfuckers. Just rattling on and on and on and on and on. And digging into other people's shit that ain't theirs. But I think it's funny because it's usually consequences to everything like that. Greedy fuckers, man. I mean, they won't even fucking leave the dead alone. I guarantee you, these motherfuckers, as greedy as they are, you know what? I guarantee you, you better double check the jewelry on your fucking dead loved ones. Because these Chiston motherfuckers probably dig them up and take it off. I guarantee you. Metal detectors and all out in the cemeteries. That's how greedy they are. That's how fucking greedy they are. Taking the fucking gold caps off your dead loved ones' teeth. That's how greedy these motherfuckers are. They're fucking greedy. Recycling the corn out of dead people's shit, come on. Leave them the fuck alone. You greedy fucks. Rich people make me sick because of that. Then they think they can do anything. And then they start tearing shit up. Nothing's ever enough for them, is what I'm saying. And it's just, I like simple life myself. I do. Oh, I know you can't tell by the extravagant life I live, but that's what, I'm a YouTuber, Gotta be a little bit lavish for the show, Keeping it real. Fucking hairdressers. Just a chunk a month, you know what I mean? And the government sit back and created all this, trying to make them all look bad. You know that what needs to happen is all those people need right here, and these motherfuckers from Washington need to take their asses there. The elite in Washington need to took there. You know, they need to live there then, and with their children. Then if it's not real and it don't exist and all of that. I mean, I showed pictures. I drove everywhere. I mean, I went through so much to be heard, and they treat you like this. And I've got so much evidence. They took it all down because they deleted all my TikToks. But they done it intentionally. Every bit of proof I had, they tried to erase everything. That's how they do. They're scum of the earth, leaders of America. You're scum of the earth, coward-ass cocksuckers. Oh, you make me mad. You know, all I wanted to do was feed my family, you know? And help them. You know that? These greedy fuckers. Greedy. 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 Greedy, greedy, greedy. And I do believe, after all that they put me through, I think I should get to line at least about 10 of them up and punch them good in the mouth. Because I'm not into violence anymore, but oh my Jesus, my hands just want to contact flesh. It's getting old. It's been so much, so long. And it's like, this is stupid. This is stupid of these idiots. And that's what God's doing it for, to show how stupid these idiots are, you know? Instead of doing the right thing, they've been acting so stupid. And then dragging my family into it, get my family to talk about me, which it ain't hard to get them to. Trust me. My mother's been spreading shit about me since I was fucking 2. Not a fucking bit of it true. Fucking lying ass. And I don't get it. I don't get it. Because I've always done nothing but lie. Because I love them to pieces. I mean, they ain't even going to save themselves by telling the truth. And that's what's sad. Because that motherfucker's never going to tell the truth. And the way people parade him around and act like he's fucking, I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Because I ain't scared of that fucking pussy-ass motherfucker one bit. I'm just far away. Thank God. I'd probably be catching a charge. I mean, I had to leave. And I ain't scared of that son of a bitch, and he knows it. He knows I ain't scared of him. I ain't got no fucking reason because I ain't scared of death, so why would I be scared of his fucking ass? It bothers me how I don't understand why no one fucking has arrested him. Boy, baby. That's what I'm saying. You know, America, you know, the men are just narcissistic bitches. Treat women like fucking shit. Like shit. Me and my kids' dad fought like fucking, What is that? Professional fight and shit. You know, he lied to me about little things, but not big, important things of shit. I just can't imagine people treating people like this. And it's sad. Because it sounds like they've known all along. I mean, they had to. Or there's more to this story that I don't know. But I think they deliberately put people places. They deliberately, and with all their witchcraft and bullshit, they should go there. Yeah, all these witchcraft bullshitters. And, I'm sure that's what God's plan is. I'm sure that's what God's plan is, Because the Bible says what, Oh, it's a full moon. Almost. That made me so mad when I seen that, because it's like, man, don't post that shit where I can see it, and you shouldn't post that concerning. If you believe in a God, and you say something like that, you don't have much faith in your own God. You know what I mean? Because I know my God's stronger than that. Because it says any lie said against me will be proven to be a lie. Yeah. So. Or any bad words said against me, well, they'll be put to shame. And I believe in that. 1,000%. Yes, I do. And my kids' dad, and I just want to get them out of there. I wanted to get them help. And maybe, there's more to this than I know. But it doesn't mean there's nothing wrong with fucking trying to get people help. But it's been like fucking pulling teeth that I don't even have. You know that? It's pathetic. While the world just sit back and watch. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. At all. I've got the book. I'm the one that found every answer to it. I mean, I don't understand what he said or what he's done so big and important that everybody has acted like I didn't have any answers. I don't have any. Because I'm going to tell you something that's going to ricochet on him, because I know how God is. And they'll regret it. They'll regret it. And so will the people involved. It's sick. It's sick. Because I've never had a greedy bone in my body. I mean, nothing I was doing was for greed. Or for personal gain even. And if it wasn't for my truck, because I'm not sure, about my truck even making it all the way back up there. But God said don't go back. But I hate that these people need help in this. But it's proof that the government won't do shit. Or the El Presidente. Out of that many offices, I went to all of them. If he's the one that found everything, then how come he ain't if going to all the offices that I went to and stuff, how come they all just avoided me? And act like I wasn't talking. At the doctors, everywhere I went. Do you know what that feels like? I don't think you do. But I'm a very fucking persistent person. And I won't be bulldozed. I'll grant you that. I don't give a fuck. All I've got they can take now is my life, and I don't give a fuck. I stood up for the right thing. I done the right thing. Because I'm gonna tell these pussy ass bully ass motherfuckers, they're not gonna bully me. I've never bowed to a bully, nor will I start now. You know what I mean? I do. Oh, shut the fuck up. Game over. How long are you gonna say that? Sticker boy. I like to use little stickers. And it says nothing evil will ever happen on the Lord's holy mountain. So I'm not scared. I'll just sit up here till the world wastes away, and then I'll come down and enjoy it. Okay. Fine with me. With the rambling few that's left. Because from what it's going to be, from the way it's going, it's going to be few left. That's what the Bible says. Unless they do the right thing, and I don't think they've never done the right thing. But my family said, I don't give a fuck what them people say. I haven't had nothing to do with them for reasons. That they've done. And my children know how my family is. I don't understand it, but they've done me that way since I can remember. And I don't care. I've never let it bother me, and I'm not going to start now. I don't have to be liked. I don't have to have love to love back. I don't have to have love to give love at all. But there's a certain point a person gets where, you know what, enough is enough. Okay, I don't have to be nice. I just am. I don't have to sit here and give them chance after chance after chance after chance. I could have went and talked to somebody and had my story heard. I'm trying to make everybody do the right fucking thing. For the first time in their fucking lives, just do the right things. These fuckers don't know how. They don't know how. But it was all the big government's plan. Because they know exactly who I am. They know my family. They're scum of the earth. And they're going to pay for this. They are. All because of what? This could have been way different. This could have all been way different. Stupidity. Stu-fucking-pidity. Stupidity. What really pisses me off is I know they've drug innocent people into it and made them look bad. And I know that. But that's how those people are. That is how those people are. It's how they've always been. It's how they'll always be. They'll never change. Never change. But me and my family, me and my kids we were close. We were really close. I don't understand where this came from. This was out of the blue. I don't know that my kids have said anything. I don't even know if they have. They're just people saying it. But it's not normal, and it would blow me over, because they never have. And my kids has always been very proud of me. So I don't get this. They're not gonna Their witchcraft, their fucking stupid fucking shit. That's so sick. But you know what? God sees all that. God sees that. God sees all of it. God sees everything. And these scamming, scheming idiots are gonna get busted at their fucking bullshit. Because you know what? I'm sick of the fucking threats and shit. Because you know what? Oh, Lord. And for me, I think I've done very fucking well because I've got such a hot head. I've got such a temper. I've got a temper out of this world. So without God, I wouldn't have been able to do this. I mean, there's no way I'd be this calm. I'd have had this fucking truck. Oh, Lord help me, Jesus, because you know what? It's bullshit. So I know how I take bullshit. I don't. But God said, sit here. I'm sitting here, and it's like, God knows I don't mind either. So I don't care what anybody says. Be grateful for the little things. Like, shut up. Shut up. He knows I am. No, you have no idea. I told that little girl, it's over here in the car. I said, man, thank God that sun's going down. I said, man, about 3 o'clock, I get feeling like I'm going to flip out. I can't do it. I'm so dramatic. But I do. I get so hot about 3 or 4 o'clock. And I don't know why, but my throat, like just now, I don't know, there's like, I don't know, something in my throat is like, I don't know, it tastes like gas. Like, feels like a gas. Like, how do I know what gas tastes like? I swallowed it one time. Siphon it. Oh, I swallowed a bit. That'll make you sick. Then I burped it. Oh, Lord, I burped it forever. Fucking burped it forever. It was awful. I'm sorry, I can't see it because that blue light and it's making it blur. And I'm not going to squint because it makes my head hurt. But I seen that and got so mad. I thought, man, I'm going to go home. We're going to say something. Because I don't care if every damn family member I got says it's bullshit. Because you know what? I don't know what the fuck they think they're doing. What has this got to do with him stealing my food stamps? Which is very easy to prove. Him stealing my food stamps. God. Twice. Lying through his fucking teeth, and then, I don't know. It blows my mind. Going to the town meetings and getting blown off, and I mean, I've got all the proof in the world. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what they think they got against me. It's stupid, because I haven't done nothing to them. They've tried to steal everything I've got. They're fucking stupid. Greedy fucks. And the whole time they've done that to my son. They've done all this, and it's it's catching up with them. They got busted. Yeah, they did. They got busted, and you know what? I've tried to get the world to help me. Not because I need the world's help, because I know God's gonna take care of it. But it's like, just do the right thing. Justice Department, you cocksucker motherfuckers, you flaky motherfucking Justice Department. Well, my God, they got a punk-ass little bitch-ass girl running it. But I bet they all take her in a room. You know what I mean? That's how you get a job down here. That's how you get a job down there. Comb your hair up real pretty. Put some fake eyelashes on and you get hired. Yeah. Be sure and wear a skirt. You know what I mean? Fucking sick of this shit. You know, while our whole fucking country goes downhill. Well, they are all out playing fucking nasty, pedophilic, sexist shit. And it says it straight up in the Bible. They're trying to keep me from a place of honor. And that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, I didn't look at it like that, but, the Bible says it like that. The Bible says it exactly like that. So you tell me God ain't mad. And then I'm a demon. Then I'm bad. They've been saying it to me my whole life. They just couldn't stand it that they couldn't get to me. They're just mad they can't get to me because I'll walk away. I'll go away. You don't want me around, I don't fucking care. But don't try to destroy my fucking life. It's fucking pathetic. Fucking pathetic. I've tried trauma since I was fucking 4. And you know what? I still can't get the fucking world to listen. It's fucking sick. I ain't no motherfucking coward. I ain't no motherfucking coward at all. There's a lot of things I am, but a fucking coward ain't one of them. I grant you that, motherfucker. I grant you fucking that. That I'm not. No, I'm not. Yeah, I can't sit. I ain't gonna try. I don't give a shit. But they've fucked everything up, and their lies, they ain't gonna say shit when God comes back and's in their face, and is like, what? What? Yeah. You just shut the fuck up is what you can do. I hope that's exactly what it says to them. Because at that point, it's gonna be okay, enough is enough. Your chance to do the right thing is over, so shut the fuck up and sit down. You know what I mean? Okay, my turn, motherfuckers. Well, that trauma is really wild tonight, ain't it? It's really shining there. Hello. Hello, Moto. I mean, that my mom saying that about the happy family. See, I mean, it hit me like a herd of elephants when I rewatched that video. I don't find that funny. She has intentionally fucked my life up. It's what she said at the bar. She thought I was completely fucking drunk. I wasn't. I was so fucking mad, and it was that's how I gotta act, keep from fucking bashing her face off the steering wheel, okay? That's how I acted to keep from hurting the old lady. But instead, I'm very nice to her and acted like nothing bothered me. But you know what? Look at my eye. It bothers me, okay? It bothers me a lot. And I've had enough of it. Okay, thank you. Good day. Because they're about to see aside. I mean, I have not even seen, so. Not because I got an ego. It's I have every right to be heard. I have every right to be treated like a decent human being. But you know what? I've sit here just to see how long they'll act like this and how long they'll treat me like this. Because you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't. What they think about it, I don't give two shits. And that don't make something wrong with me. It's like I'm in this circumstance, so I'm going to deal with it, but I'm not going to let anybody bother me by who or what I am. And that just shows what America is. It don't matter what you bring to the table. It matters what you look like bringing it to the table. They're sick. They're sick. That's why the table's a mess. Like the Bible says, sitting around their own vomit. Fucking bunch of drunkards. I didn't think a judge and stuff could have a divorce. I thought they had to have their little house in order to even be a judge and stuff like that. Oh God, not anymore. They're nothing's by nothing. That's why they get paid off. That's how you get to pay a judge off. Yeah. Judges, get paid off, and that's how the court system's really ran in America. The judges get paid off because they're all scumbag liars. Yeah, just like the guy when he about killed me, the judge said, because of your suit, I'm going to defer your sentence. I wanted to jump that podium and grab that bitch by her hair and show her how I felt. Okay? And this was at a casino in a public place. And when I fucking filed charges against the casino for not doing nothing, and he got a hold of me again and threw me, I just got a fucking restraining order filed against me. That's all I got in return. And that's what I wrote the Justice Department about. I wrote all of this. I wrote over and over and over. So yeah, I'm pissed. And I will get justice. I will. Everything they've done with me has been, no. They've had fun and thought I was just a little stupid idiot. Take. No. No. You fucked with my children's lives. You fucked with their heads. You think I'm gonna sit and that's gonna just fly over? Just because you motherfucking governors and shit don't give a fuck about your children? Us lowlifes out here care about our kids. We care about our children. A lot. Some of us got Mama Bear bad. Some of us got Mama Bear bad. Yeah. The book of Enoch mentions a woman and her 3 children. The book of Revelations mentions a woman and her children, and that they did what Jesus said and did and taught. So I think you better leave my children alone. You better. That's all I can say, because I've had it. Nobody should have their buttons pushed to a point over just because they found some dangerous shit, so they came to the fucking Washington to talk about it. They don't want to hear it because they want to hush you up so they can take it and do their shit with it. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Whatever. But see, the Crescent Motel has something to do with it. The Crescent Motel. I think, see, like I said, when I said it happened before. But all that witchcraft and shit they've done on people. The cool thing about it is a lot of people ain't stupid like they think they are. See, these people think everybody's stupid because they are stupid. Okay? I don't know why just everybody couldn't be normal human fucking beings and saying, hey, yeah, come in, let me make you an appointment and come in and we'll talk about it. You know? Because I've called these places and left messages. Listen, motherfuckers, I mean, maybe I don't say it nice. I don't give a shit at this point. I don't have to leave a fucking nice fucking message. They ain't gonna answer that either because I've tried the nice message, I've tried the bad message, I tried the nice message, and I tried the bad message, then I tried to go and plumb off message. You know what I mean. I mean, shit. And so much proof in the pudding that it ain't funny, and that's what I'm fucking fed up with. Because, like I said, I've sit here and, just, I'm gonna be heard, you know what? Fuck them. But I tell you this right now. If God said, come on, come home, I'd go in a heartbeat. Wouldn't even look back. I'd go in a heartbeat, wouldn't even look back. I know He loves me. He loved me when no one else was here. And I know He loves me. But it's not because I think, oh, I'm lonely, I gotta have Him. It's not that. It wasn't that. It's like, when I reached that, because I was dying. The doctors wouldn't listen. No one would listen to me. God did, and He started giving me answers. And I wanted to help that man. And it was a whole big set-up thing, and this is how America does it. Well, when it's their fucking turn, shut the fuck up. It's your head. It's in your head. It's in your head. You don't know what you're talking about. Maybe we should ask your family. Maybe we should ask your backstabbing family and take it to court. I'm sorry, you guys. I can't see nothing you're saying. You guys can talk to one another about, I don't know how round my cheeks are or something, because they are fucking popping. And my kids' dad, they've done every one of them, all of us like shit. So bad, But, he tried to tell me. Yeah, he tried to tell me. I thought it was my family. I thought they loved me. And we fought all the time over it. That's what we fought about. Their shit. That shit. They loved him. I think that's why I give love so freely. Well, I can give a lot of fucking mean looks too. Because if I don't like to feel about you, I'm not going to fucking smile at you. I know you're supposed to smile at everybody, but I just can't no more. I can't. I'm sick of fucking bullshit. I'm sick of the hateful shit. You know? Most people don't like to, like, you know, there's a certain class that just, class clashes. They don't like me. I rub them the wrong way. And I don't care. And the women, you know. And it's like, okay, you know, whatever. You the one with the... I don't get it. Because I know God says to get along with everybody. And it's, you know... easy, just not acting like that. Oh, thank you. Did you say get you a beer? Yes, you did. Thank you. Hell no, I don't drink. I want to drink a glass of wine with Jesus. I do. God. You know, I mean, my thing is, you know, I just don't turn love off and on, but I'm all about fairness. You know, if one person's condemned to hell for one thing, you know, so would the next person. But I know God's used all kinds of people. So, you know, just the people fessing up their sins and talking to God about it. And, you know, and I don't know, Lord. Because, you know, how do you really, you know, how do you be mad at people? Because you know that it what caused it, but the shady dealing is what caused the outbreak of the grass, you know what I mean? Because it says straight up in Amos, either they served justice or it was going to break out in hemlock. And then they fucking use me to get the answers, and it's like, you're not gonna do me like that. You're not gonna. I don't give a fuck who you think you are, big boy. You ain't gonna fucking do that, you nasty bitch. God dang, she just farted. Fucking blow that out, shit. Fucking nasty ass. You're sleeping in the fucking back. Nasty bitch. Ah. What'd you say? Oh. Atlanta. You know, and I know there's other people out there that's families have went through similar circumstances and stuff, and it fucking hurts. You know, and it's not right. You know. You know, I seen a friend of mine, her son had got shot, and, you know, that poor lady, you know, trying to get the guy that done it, you know, in trouble. I mean, something to happen, and no one would do nothing about it. And it's just seeing that and seeing that lady go through that, you know, I mean, it's bad to watch that and see no one give a shit. Nobody. And she wrote America's Most Wanted. She wrote everybody. But just no one listens. It's all a show and who you are. Life is it's in the judicial system should not be like that. It should be fair. No matter who you are and what you're about, it should be fair. It's messed up, but and all it is now is a money-making deal for them. Fines to pay them. And who gives a fuck what happened to you? By God, you better pay when you go speeding, or turn in the corner wrong, or seatbelt ticket. Probably was, and that's just really disturbing. I need a mini vacay, you guys. I do. I need a mini vacay. A mini vacay, man. I'm pretty sure they're going to cop. Or, yeah, backing up. Maybe it's going to the parking spot. I don't know what it's backing up for. I really don't give a fuck. At all. Period. Creeping ass motherfucker. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to get off here and cuddle up to Heidi. Unless she farts again, I'm going to toss her in the back. Good night, you guys. Sorry, I can't see. I'm going to get me some glasses, damn it.